Zamboanga del Sur. For the General Trias, Cavite, Your Honors, there are actually no regional trial courts in the General Trias City. What we have is only one municipal trial court which has although a manageable caseload, but because this is also a city, being a progressive city, we also support the creation of the regional trial court in the General Trias City, which is now currently under the jurisdiction of 13 Martires. And 13 Martires regional trial courts has for now almost 4,500 cases. So the creation of the General Trias regional trial court would really help our litigants in this area. And lastly, Your Honor, for the regional trial court of La Paz Abra, La Paz Abra right now is under the jurisdiction of RTC Bangged Abra, and cumulatively, all our Abra RTC has more than 1,600 cases, and for them, we would like to bring them onto an ideal caseload per court, and therefore we support the creation of one additional regional trial court to be stationed in La Paz, Abra. In fine, Your Honors, Madam Chair, and to the members of the committee, allow me to mention that we would like to thank you all for the creation of this additional or new courts, because this will definitely give or provide timely and fair delivery of justice, which is also one of the guiding principles of the present blueprint and roadmap of the Supreme Court, the strategic plan for judicial innovation. Thank you so much, Your Honors, for this opportunity.
The committee thank as well the Office of the Court Administrator for expressing their support to all these bills, being the one on top of the mandate of administering justice. We owe it to the Supreme Court also the support that you're extending to the initiatives of the members of the House.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Deputy Court Administrator. Now let's hear from the Public Attorney's Office, please. Attorney Almendral is recognized.
Good morning, Madam Chair, and good morning, everyone. The Public Attorney's Office is very grateful because once again, you've put into consideration our office with regard to the creation of new and or additional courts. Allow me to read the comments of the Public Attorney's Office with regard to these various bills.
Yes, please.
As always, this office lauds and supports the aforementioned bills as they seek to address the country's need to decongest the court dockets of voluminous cases successfully filed for trial, to further enhance the people's access to justice, and to aid in the speedy and efficient administration of justice amidst the growing population and needs of our country. No less than the 1987 Constitution guarantees the people's right to free access to courts and quasi-judicial bodies and to have a speedy disposition of their cases. It must be acknowledged that one factor which hinders the exercise of the said constitutional right is court congestion. Courts are being congested due to the additional new cases that are filed each day, which are too much for some presiding judges to handle, resulting in clogged court dockets. Inevitably, this would result to slower rates of dispositions and will ultimately lead to the deterioration of the public's trust and confidence towards the judicial system. As the population increases, the necessity to respond to these needs is thus inevitable. The creation of additional branches of court that are stationed in the correct places is the best remedy to address court congestion and to afford growing number of litigants their constitutional right to free access before the courts. This is the most important one, Madam Chair. Nonetheless, While the Public Attorney's Office fully supports all the aforementioned bills, as in other similar proposed legislations, and is certainly committed to faithfully discharge its mandate to aid in the government on its trust to give life to every Filipino's constitutional right, and where the need to include with the indulgence, of course, of everyone, and of course, Madam Chair, our office would like to emphasize the need to include a provision with regard to these various House bills, and where there shall be an automatic appointment and designation of a public attorney and the necessary staff for operation, both in the plantilla position for every creation of a court sala in every jurisdiction in the country, which is and should be a necessary consequence to every additional or creation of new courts. And this would entail stationing one public attorney per organized sala, which would include, of course, the staff. So, of course, we are always very supportive of adding new and additional courts, but sana po, and we pray and hindi po makalimutan that, of course, with the creation of new courts, sana po, bit-bit din po yung pag-create ng new plantilla positions for the Public Attorney's Office. That's all, Madam Chair, and that's all for the Public Attorney's Office.
We totally agree with you, Pao. But of course, we are anticipating a lot of concerns that would be coming from the agency who will be providing the necessary appropriation. No? But definitely, we agree, it's hard to conceive the creation of the court without the people who will be working therein. Thank you, Pao.
Madam Chair.
Di na ito makaintay. The Honorable Flores is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would just like to, I would like to thank the Supreme Court first for supporting all these bills. But my question is really, I've asked Justice Maidas about this before when he was administrator, Justice Raul when he was also administrator, because the problems that we'll be having is that we always create new courts, but it takes a long time to fill them. DBM has already funded it, yet takes years po before, funded. That's why I'm asking the court administrator. No? I've asked Maidas, I've asked Justice Villanueva, and they've all given me the same answers, that they will endeavor to fill up these organized courts.
Okay, so let's hear from Deputy Court Administrator ko.
Okay, Your Honors, if allow me to respond to that. Once we receive the release of funds from the Department of Budget and Management, the first thing that we are going to fill up, Your Honor, is the judge's position. So we request the Judicial and Bar Council to open for application the judge's position of the newly created courts. Now, with all due respect, Your Honor, I am not very familiar on how the JBC, the timeline for the application for the JBC, although right now, all their applications are already online, online filing. But this will also entail time, Your Honors, because once they receive, there would be interviews to be conducted, and the Judicial and Bar Council, actually, they were already the one who proceed to the different places to proceed on interview. And after that, once the judge is appointed, that's the only time that we can start to organize the court, Your Honor.
Yeah, I understand the process. No, but who tells the JBC to open the particular branch for appointment?
The Office of the Court Administrator.
The Office of the Court
Yes.
Administrator, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because let me give you an example po. No? A bill was passed in 2013 creating 4 new RTCs in the province of Bukidnon. 4 new RTCs. And the first appointment of the judge in one of the 4 RTCs there was in 2022. Po. Almost 10 years after the bill was filed. And when we checked with the DBM, it was already funded like months after or a year after it was passed. So all these years po, that court has been organized and been funded but has not yet been filled for 9 years. And that's not a problem that's just existing in my district. It's all over po. No? So I'm sure it's not for the want of applicants. There are a lot of applicants that file for applications for the judges, no? But it's not that po. I just want to know exactly where is the delay. No, kasi it's not with DBM, it's funded. Eh.
Yes, Your Honor, we apologize for that. But we recognize that previously there were really the vacancy rate was really some quite high. But right now, Your Honors, we are committed that all vacant positions are already submitted to the Judicial and Bar Council for immediate opening. Once a vacancy has, for the existing court, for example, Your Honors, because of retirement or death, we always immediately inform the JBC to open that. And as I mentioned earlier, Your Honor, once we receive from the DBM that the court is already funded, we submit that to the JBC for the opening. But we really apologize for that delay, Your Honor.
Yeah, I understand po. You mentioned earlier na mas mababa na po yung rates ngayon no, of the vacancies.
Yes po.
Can you give me figures po?
Doon po sa aming sinabit na during the budget deliberation,
Yes,
if
ma'am.
I'm not mistaken, if previously we have more than 25% vacant, now we are less than between 15 to 20% vacant na lang po tayo, Your Honor.
15 to 20% vacant.
18% to be exact, Your Honor.
18%. Okay. Now, so itong vacancies na to, hindi to newly created courts.
Nandiyan na po,
Mixture na.
mix na po ito.
Okay.
So lahat na po siya.
Can we ask the DBM na lang po kung do you have figures din po kung from the time that a bill was passed and from the time that you funded it to the time that it's actually filled by the Supreme Court? May figures kayo, may data kayo about that?
Good afternoon. Good morning, Madam Chair and honorable members of this committee. What we have po is the authorized field and unfilled positions po as of the moment.
Okay. So do you have figures on ilan yung unfilled?
Medyo iba lang po
Yes.
sa Supreme Court.
I think you have a more accurate.
Your figures pertains to newly created courts.
For the whole Supreme Court na po,
Yeah,
Madam
okay.
Chair.
Can you give us the figures?
So, for the Supreme Court, their authorized positions is 38,956 po. And currently, for our records po, the field positions are 27,119.
Oh, so that's higher.
So, the unfilled positions po has 11,837.
Unfilled position.
Unfilled
And
positions
in
po.
terms of percentage,
That's for computing po, it's
30%.
30.39%.
and ilan po dyan ang judges?
We will double check po.
Okay. Kasi we really need that eh. Kasi, you know, we keep creating courts because nga, we don't want to delay the wheels of justice, no? But then, the delay is not actually in the creation of the courts. It's actually the filling of these courts that were newly created. And again, I hate to say this again and again, no? But I've heard the same answers coming from Maidas, from Villanueva, and I hope that this time po, we will see siguro better figures coming from the Supreme Court. Kasi sayang po eh. I mean, all these congressmen here want to have speedy disposition of the cases, di ba? And that's why we all want to create more courts. But then if the delay is on the filling up of these courts po, then it's useless to create new courts. Nasasayang lang po yung budget ng DBM that goes to the funded courts but remain unfilled. And I've been harping about this since my first term po. It's my third term now. Wala pa rin.
Your Honor, on the part of the Office of the Court Administrator, we will make commitment to fast track and facilitate the filling up of the position for the judge position, Your Honor.